I went to unmute my mic to start the stream, right? So I sit here for a couple of minutes while I wait for people to come in to funnel in so we can start, right? And as I went to go to unmute my mic, it's inside of OBS, and I almost hit the end stream button, and it's like, no, wait, stop, Nims, that is not the correct button. Don't push that one. So, but we're good. We're good. JPS Fun Smuggler, thanks for being here at the top of the stream, guys. I really do appreciate it. We are playing Minecraft. I hope you got your snacks. Oh, Levi Wolf, how's it going? We've got a couple of things. I mean, we're still working on mostly the same projects, but I hope to get some heckin' progress in today. Some heckin' progress. Yeah. I'm just thinking. Okay, so a couple of things. We need to get more powdered snow. That's on our docket. We need to sort this wall of chests and what have yous. Yeah, that's good. Could be better. You sprained or broke your wrist last night, dude. That sucks. Hot cold compresses. That's all I can. But I hope you're all right. That sucks big time. Yeah, that just sucks. Holy shit. Oh, okay, Minecraft. We've got 2 open spots. I kind of want to figure out what we're doing with those. Maybe we just leave them open for like future projects. I don't know. And then I do want to properly finish our villager trading hall, right? Oh, I missed. I'm an idiot. Yeah, finish the villager trading hall, because that seems quite good of a time investment. Wow. Yeah, that just sucks, man. That just sucks. There's no ifs, ands, ors, or buts about it. Yeah, that just not great. Lamau. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. So let me. Right now, I've got everything on a notepad. Let me transcribe this into Minecraft. Do I have any like books? let's make ourselves a book real quick. Maybe it'd be in here. I need a feather and an ink sac. Feather? I would have ink sacs or yonder. I was also kind of thinking that, with skulk sensors being out, we might tear out this fishing farm and tear out the netherwort farm, because we just have literally never used the netherwort farm. We could also tear out the, this is a nano farm, so we could tear out the nano farm, fishing farm, and the netherwort farm, and then take the fishing farm and the wall back here where all of this, like, the netherwort redstone sits. Well, this wall back here is, I believe, oh, I don't have a good tool. Yeah. This is accurate. This is what I thought it was. And so you can see here that we're gonna open this space up a bit more, because this is where the villagers lie. So I wonder if I'll be able to tighten up, say, the, what do we call this? It's technically a cobblestone farm, but it's also an ore farm and a concrete converter. It's a quite neat little contraption. Anyway, I wonder if I'll be able to clean those up a little bit and then be able to put, like, the fishing farm in here proper. IDK. And then we could, you know, skulk sensor detect my stuff. Oh, torches. I don't want these. Blat, 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 blat. Be gone. Torches. How did he get there? Disgusting. Glug, 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 glug. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. Anyway, maybe something we visit at some point in the future, right? It's not a today thing, but at some point in the future. I was thinking about it, and I just wanted to say it. I wanted to put it out into the universe and see how the universe felt about it. Anyway, Book and Quill. Let's see, Fletcher's. I said 3 to 5 for, oh wait, the tab doesn't create a tab. Fletcher 3 to 5s for arrows of weakness. Okay. Then we need, farmers 3 to 5. Yep, the farmers 3 to 5 for pumpkin trades, carrot trade, potato trades, and golden carrot trades. Right? Yeah. And then clerics. Well, I said 5 to 10 clerics. For glowstone, redstone, bottles of E. Oh, that fit. And ender pearl. Okay. So did your training world past 3 months you've been addicted to KSP and Fallout 4? Those are both excellent games. I have played both of them on stream. They're both wonderful. Yes, that is good. Great. Yeah. Okay. And so that was Fletcher Farmer Cleric. Then we need blacksmiths, and then this is toolsmith. Smith, not smite. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then this is just for iron ingots and pickaxes, right? Because that's what I keep breaking, right? Is freaking my diamond pickaxe. I've never broken a shovel. I've never broken a sword. Whatever. It's always been a freaking diamond pickaxe every time. So then it's librarian, and this is one that gets a little weird because we need a mending enchant. How do I say this? Enchant, mending, enchant, unbreaking, not unbreaker, unbreaking, enchant, efficiency. I think that's how you spell it. Enchant silk touch. Enchant fortune, because I'm always breaking my pickaxes. What other enchants would we conceptually want on our librarians? Yo, what up, UV? Ayo, you heard Waffle House? Yo, that's what we got for, well, breakfast, brunch, lunch. Trashy boy. Yo, what up? That's me. Are we related? Do we need any other enchants from a librarian? Mending, unbreaking, efficiency, silk touch, fortune. Mending, unbreaking, efficiency, silk touch, fortune. Mending, unbreaking, efficiency, silk touch, fortune. You don't need armor enchants because you can't die? I mean, yeah. Can't do that. Any and all tool enchants? Isn't that basically what that is? Mending and breaking efficiency, silk touch, fortune. Fire aspect on what? Looting? My sword's not gonna break. I think it's actually impossible to break a sword, right? Because if you're using your sword, then you're killing monsters. And if you're killing monsters, then you're getting experience. And if you're getting experience, then it's being repaired through its mending. Mending, unbreaking, efficiency, silk touch, fortune. I can't think of anything else. I appreciate you coming in and crossbow enchants. Do we care about crossbows? I think I prefer a bow to a crossbow. Mending, unbreaking, efficiency, silk touch, fortune. Anything else? Is it just these 5? Oh, I forgot to do a thing. We need 3. And librarians, we need 5 to 10. So we clearly need these 5 enchants. And then all of them to have, I don't know, glass? Maybe you have bow enchants or spares? Well, I'm just on that mending bow train now, right? It's a way better use of experience and levels. Mending, unbreaking, efficiency, silk touch, fortune, glass. Yeah, I think that's it. So it's 3 blacksmiths, exactly. It's 5 librarians, exactly. Well, what's interesting about the librarians is technically you could get fewer, right? Because, say, you have one librarian that has 2 enchants on it. Swift Sneak? Man, I wish you could get Swift Sneak from a freaking villager. Lies. But see, like, this says unbreaking, and it could have conceptually gotten something else. Infinity and mending, right? So it's possible for, like, one of our villagers So it'll take... Really, it's how many glass trades do we want? 3 to 5? No, villagers don't have Swift Sneak. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wish they did. So yeah, it's like 3 to 5 librarians. Because is 3 to 5 librarians... Is that enough glass trades? Because the minimum number of villagers that this would take is, I guess, 2? Because let's say your first villager got Mending Unbreaking Efficiency, and then your second villager got Silk Touch Fortune, right? And then both of those 2 villagers had glass trades. So the minimum number of librarians is 2. But is 2 glass trades enough? I know it shouldn't even be a debate, but I kind of lean towards Mending Bows over Infinity. It gives me a reason to use arrows from Skelly Farms. See, I think Infinity is nicer because you get to see how full your quiver is directly on the tooltip. So, like, on an Infinity Bow, the durability bar is how many arrows you have. You know what I mean? Whereas a Mending Bow, if I were to just be out here blasting away, right? I don't know. So yeah, well, I recovered those arrows. But I don't know how many arrows I have until I either manually check or run out. And not having some sort of indicator. Like, I wish that there was a tiny little, say, 63 in the top left corner of my action bar. So that way I knew how many arrows I had. And that's the biggest argument that I have for Infinity Bows. Is you always know exactly how many shots you have. Whereas Mending, I think we've all been there. You've just been shooting away, and then you run out of arrows, and then it's just like, oh no, I ran out, and then it's like spooky. However, yeah, to your point, over time you'll have to make more bows with Infinity. And that's really, really difficult when you're pushing for level 1000. Because, like, the number of levels that it takes to make an Infinity Bow is the same. It's always going to be like 40. But the amount of experience it takes to get 40 levels is exponentially more. Oh, yeah, it's raining. Ooh, baby, it's raining. Oh, I don't have buckets, though. Wait, we gotta go get a bucket. Now you're just talking about GUI mods? God, I got a GUI mod for you right here, Yuffie. Yeah, I know I am. But, like, I don't know. That's like my only complaint with Mending. Other than that, yeah, Mending is... There's also, like, an argument that Mending holds, 1,000 arrows with 1 inventory space, whereas Mending holds 64 arrows with 1 inventory space. But, like, after using Mending, man, the number of times that I've run out of arrows has been 0, and the number of times where I've wanted to have more than 1 stack of arrows in my inventory has also been 0. So, like, I'm also planning on keeping a shulker full of arrows and an ender chest, which is what the 3 to 5 Fletchers with arrows of weakness are for. Because that's what I want them to be. I want them to be arrows of weakness. Yeah. So how many librarians do we think that this will take? I guess we should just target glass trades and, like, just get the enchants as we do. 3 to 5 Fletchers. So we're going 5 Fletchers, right? I'm just weird, so I have a shulker full of fully loaded fireworks with max damage and a full crossbow just to strike fear into the hearts of your friends. Good God. Like, I'm just thinking. Like, we could probably get away with just 3 Fletchers, right? We don't need 5 Fletchers just for Arrows of Weakness. Once I fill up a shulker with arrows arrows of weakness, then I'm not gonna really need to resupply it all that frequently. Our crossbows really hit scan? That's crazy. Farmers being 3 to 5 and buying pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, and selling me golden carrots. It's gonna be primarily where I get my emeralds from. How many farmers will it take to properly burn through some pumpkins, carrots, potatoes? Yeah, that one's probably 5. Clerics, I could see this one being like 10 proper, because it's just getting glowstone, redstone in bulk will be nice. Toolsmith, blacksmith, having iron ingots. Hang on, let me pull up the V trades. V trades I bought with the link. I'll show you my desktop. Like, I just farmers, carrots, potatoes, right, and pumpkins. That's fine, and then golden carrots. That's always fine. I don't really care about butchers. Like, I'm never gonna have enough chicken to want to sell chicken, right? Ooh, interesting. The toolsmith also wants coal, so let's add that. Yeah, okay. We're never gonna have enough chicken. I could build chicken farms, and I could build some good, like, chef's kiss chicken farms, right? We could use a looting sword on a fox to just kill chickens and get crazy amounts of raw chicken per hour. Even then, I don't think I want this. I don't want to have so many cedar chickens that it's like, I just don't want the entities. What is my lag budget? Exactly. I don't want the chicken entities here. I don't want more butchers here. I just don't want it. I'm thinking about the fisherman and the string. Oh, hey, our librarian does want to have paper as their first trade. Because we do farm sugarcane, right? Nah, we're not relying on paper to get emeralds. And even the coal on the toolsmith might be redundant, because we might just plop some toolsmiths next to the Witherskelly farm and then trade that in. Fletcher is just for special arrows, which this one's going to be a nightmare to get through. Cartographer. Yeah, we're chilling on a cartographer. Cleric for redstone, though, and cleric for glowstone. We want that. Leather worker, nothing. Shepherd, no. So then it's masons. If you really wanted, you could do the bookshelf book trade for emeralds. Yeah, I'm aware. With the librarian, where the hell did the librarian go? Yeah, I'm aware. I just don't wanna. Masons, though, is the hard one. How many masons do we want? So I think I'm good with where we are here, right? 3 Fletchers for arrows of weakness, 5 farmers for, this is where we're gonna get our emeralds from. 10 clerics for glowstone, redstone. Really, that's it, glowstone and redstone. And then 3 blacksmiths to dump iron in. This is gonna be like a secondary trade to farmers. Yeah, because iron and coal to be able to dump there, and then librarians will give us all the, and then yeah. So then it's lastly it's mason, and masons is X. I have no idea, because we need diorite, andesite, and granite. Which really bothers me, by the way, that naming convention. Diorite, andesite, and granite. Why isn't it diorite, andesite, and granite? Oh, see you later, Yuffie. Have a good drive. The quartz blocks were kind of over. Oh, God, but we also need, like, concrete and terracotta. How many, what are the different colors of concrete that we're interested in? And same thing with glazed. I think that's how you spell glazed terracotta. Maybe it's just a single. Terracotta. I don't know. Because that's what we're kind of stuck on, is how many of them boys do we want? Yeah, close that. Thinking. Let me pull up concrete Minecraft. Right? How many? We definitely want, like, okay, gray concrete. That's the thing that we want. Gray. What other colors of concrete do we want? Just, is there a white that can be recolored? No. So it's really just gray concrete, black concrete? Or are we going for like each one of the colors, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God, there's 16 color types. And then like same thing with like glazed terracotta. "16 color types again. How much do we care about glazed terracotta color types, though? Do we really want each one of the 16 color types of concrete? God, that'll be a slog if we have to re-roll villagers until we get that, right? Yeah, because we'd have a 66% chance of getting the concrete trade, and then we also have a 1 in 16 chance of getting the correct color. Glazed terracotta, I think I am okay with it just being whatever. However, the concrete is where I'm real... I don't know. Do we want each color of concrete? Do I want 16 villagers? Do we have room for that? Yeah, for sure we have room, right? Like, let's say I put them right here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we'd have room for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Gap 1, 2. Did I have a 2 villager? We could cut down the number of clerics that we have by a bit. But we also know that we're going to want like a lot of diorite, andesite, and granite trades. Hmm. Three to 10, you know, whatever we feel is a good use of space there. And then, like, same thing as 3 to 5 on these librarians, whatever we feel is a good use of space. Yeah, I think I'm going to commit to each color of... I'm going to play freaking Pokemon with my villagers. Mr. Jillyman, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Just doing a durability check as we fly up here. That's a full one. Flap. There's an angle where you can look at them and you can only see the full ones. Like here, like, let me put this one out here, right? Find an empty cauldron. See, I can see, actually, I can see 2. I can see the white in that one there, and in that one there. What? I don't care how much it bothers you, but in the book you put one each color behind granite instead of concrete. Did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, thank you. One color each. One each color. It doesn't fit. X16. 16X. X16. Whatever. Okay. Any. That doesn't matter. And we'll get glazed terracotta no matter what, right? At some point, one of our villagers is bound to have some amount of glazed terracotta. Yeah. Yeah. So we are committed to 16 masons for each of the concrete types. But this will open the widest avenue of whatchamacallits, of aesthetic building. And I want to get better at that. So this is what I gotta do, right? Three Fletchers. Yeah, reasonable. 5 farmers, reasonable. A number of clerics for the glowstone and redstone specifically. 3 blacksmiths for the iron trade and the diamond pickaxe replacement. 3 to 5 librarians, likely as few as possible, to handle these enchants. Oh hey, Defox Gaming with a little raid. I appreciate it. What the raiding party for? Hello, greetings. Oh hey, what's up, Rassel? And then 16 masons, 1 for each type of concrete. Is that what I'm committing to? Hey, have fun? Gotta go eat something? Yo, I had Waffle House for lunch. Brunch? Dinner? Something. It was good. It was exactly what you would expect. Just greasy food on greasy food on greasy food. That is probably going to... my cholesterol probably shot through the roof. I'm gonna have heart disease now. But it tasted good. You know? Oh, I just realized I have Red Bull in the fridge. Speaking of heart disease, I'm gonna be right... Well, I'm not going anywhere, but, like... Hopefully I don't die. Ooh, I probably shouldn't stand on this edge. If a phantom fell... Oh, God. Bro, I was so close to dying. If I actually left to go get that Red Bull, let's say a phantom spawned, knocked me off the edge into the lava. Like, I just die, right? My hardcore world, everything, done, gone... Man, oh, hey, speak of the devil. Phantom swoops. Hang on, I'm gonna try a thing. I'm gonna look straight up, and I'm gonna AFK attack. You know, the same macro that you would use for, This does not look like it's going to work. The same macro that you would use for like a zombie piglin farm or what do you call those? Like a drowned farm or a raid farm. Most people use auto clickers for raid farms, let's be honest. Yeah, I haven't hit them once, have I? I'm back. I have my Red Bull. You want to hear me crack open a Red Bull? Here we go. Here we go. And this is a good one. This is a watermelon Red Bull. Ah, get that ASMR. I'm slowly dying. But aren't we all? It's good stuff. Okay, let me kill these phantom. You're eating potatoes and veggies? I want to be a potato, and I am a vegetable. Dodge. Is that all the bookets I have? You're a freaking booket. Whew. Man, if only phantom membranes were actually good for something. Where do I even put them? In here, apparently. This is my last shulker. What is that? 9 times 3? So I have my 16 powdered snow to finish off the whatchamacallit farm. Slowfall pots? Yeah, slow falling potions and repairing an elytra. I mean, everybody just slams freaking unbreaking mending on an elytra. Like, if you're at the stage of the game where you can kill the ender dragon and then begin to explore the end islands, you've got mending and unbreaking to spare for an elytra, right? Phantom membrane should do one more thing. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. Since feather falling and mending can do the exact same thing, there's no reason. So what could not elytra, but phantom membranes do if not repair elytra? Let's make them good. Run this hypothetical with me. Slow falling potions? Well, that's what we were saying, is there's no reason to have slow falling potions if you have feather falling boots. Which, again, you probably have feather falling boots if you're at the stage of the game where you can explore the end isles and defeat the nether dragon. What if it could craft an elytra? No, you would get an elytra way too early then. You just don't sleep. Unless you made, like, say, like, you know, a 3x3 crafting table. Let's say it took 6 phantom membranes in the, if we think of it in like a numpad, 1, 4, 7, and then 3, 6, 9. So 6 phantom membranes. But then what would you use in the middle slot? It would have to be like purpur or something. Something like the, what is that? The fruit, chorus fruit. In order to craft it, you would have to have something that came from the end. That way you couldn't craft it early. You know what I mean? But that could also help with things like vanilla servers, where the first few people that get to the end isles all get their elytra super duper easily. But then, like, if you're coming into a kind of mature, established server, all of the early elytra have been taken, and you have to go out forever to be able to find an elytra. Make an item like the dispenser, but with the phantom membrane, it can make items float for a little while. Items already float in water, though. You don't need a bubble column. If you just threw... Like, it's slow, admittedly. But, like, if I just threw this bucket out...
it just gonna be doing this. Right? Oh, it stops raining. Well, I should sleep then, huh? Float as in fly upwards. Oh, that could be interesting. In the same way that when you get hit with a shulker attack, it makes you float. IDK, phantoms and their membranes are kind of redundant with the current version. Yeah, I mean, yeah, agreed. So how do you make them not redundant? An example, and I come back to this all the time, but things that I want to personally, like, if I had unlimited money and I could then create a mod that I treated as a fork of Minecraft, like where I took over like the development for it, what I would do with my fork of Minecraft is I would make, say, Bane of Arthropods, the sword enchant, good. I'm not buffing it, but I would introduce new bosses into the game that could benefit from having a sword that has Bane of Arthropods on it, specifically a giant spider boss, right? Well, if it's a spider, then Bane of Arthropods would work on it. And the same way that there's an argument that you take a smite sword to kill the Wither boss, you would then want to take a Bane of Arthropod sword to kill this spider boss. Also, I would have a Queen Bee boss in the same thing. The bees are arthropods, and so Bane of Arthropods would work. And in the same way that you think about bringing a smite sword for a Wither boss, you might bring a Bane of Arthropods to a Queen Bee boss. So boom, that makes Bane of Arthropods good and worthwhile again, right? I would also add a new inventory slot to my fork of Minecraft. So I would have a head, chest, legs, boots, and then I would introduce a back slot. And this back slot, I would make 3 things right off the bat. I'm sure we could think of more, but I would have 3 things that could go in that back slot. I would move the elytra from your chest slot into the back slot, and then the back slot would be an elytra, a quiver, or a backpack. The elytra is exactly what the elytra already is. The quiver would be a massive, like, let's say freaking 20 inventory slots, but they can only be arrows. Maybe fireworks for crossbows, but let's just say for arrows for now. So a quiver, only arrows, and like 20 slots, some absurd number of arrows, right? And then a backpack would expand this window, and it would give you, say, 3, maybe 4 more inventory slots. That's what I would do. Maybe 9 inventory slots, but that might be too much. I don't know. And that way we are making, like, because right now the game is just dominated by elytra, right? And if you had a reasonable choice between an elytra, a quiver, and a backpack, you might use the elytra less. And then combine that with the idea of the Queen Bee boss, you could say that the Queen Bee could drop bee pheromones, and if you gather those bee pheromones, similar with like a glass bottle, similar to how you gather the dragon tears, you could then use those Queen Bee pheromones on a regular bumblebee, and then it would make it massive, right? Like the size of a horse. And then you could write it. You could put, if I had unlimited money and I could pay developers to create this fork of Minecraft, right? This is my hypothetical. You use the Queen Bee pheromones on a bumblebee, it gets massive, size of a horse, and you could put a saddle on it, and then you could ride it and float around, right? Just bumbling along, just riding your little bumblebee at like a reasonable speed. Not fast as an elytra, not as fast as an elytra, but maybe slightly faster than running. Right? So just buzzing along, just buzz. And this would also be good because then you have a slower form of flight that would be more controlled, similar to creative flying speed. And it would be nice for, say, Redstone and aesthetic building, because instead of having to like blast off Team Rocket, you would just be able to slowly just buzz and then fly up, and then you could fly back and look at what you just did and fly back in, and all on the back of this bee. So those are things that I think would make forgotten parts of Minecraft better again. To that end, is there anything that you could do to a phantom membrane to make it good again? An ant boss? I mean, yeah. Get exactly. So I don't know. Could you make a I don't know. I was just goofing around in my head. I was like, what could you make a membrane out of? Somebody earlier had said tarp, and I was like, what? How would you use a tarp? But then I was like, could you make a parachute? And then I was like, no, why would you need a parachute? If you have an elytra, then like, what do you need a parachute for? Yeah, the inventory in Minecraft does feel so small. It really does. At a bounce house crafted with the membrane. Sadly, that already kind of exists with slime block piston floors, right? Yeah, I don't. So, like, I just, what would you use a membrane for? You forgot about the slime block? It's alright. There's a lot of blocks in the game. No, I don't want to. I just wanted to hide my hitboxes. I want to swap game modes. You'd make it a requirement for enchanting as well as crystal shards. Okay. Nah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with making enchanting harder, because villagers are already broken strong because of how easy it is to get librarians with your desired trade. Yeah, exactly. The randomization of enchanting is kind of moot that now the villagers exist. Exactly. You can't make enchanting harder. You have to make it honest, easier, more accessible. Villagers are just too strong. Springboard, you can fly into it and bounce back, unlike a slime block on the side. Boom! That's a good idea. That's a good one. Like slime block bounciness 2.0. Like you could slam into it and then it would bounce you back. And maybe like if a piston pushed it up while you were on it, it bounced you, but way higher than a slime block. But it doesn't have like the stickiness of a slime block. Like it can't like stick to other blocks or anything. You would like to see curses on all the villager books, so it could be mending and curse of vanishing. Ooh. Okay. Add the sky dimension that Notch planned all those years ago and made the phantom membrane their emerald. I mean, you could. Freaking, they hired the dude that made the Aether mod, right? And the Aether was the sky dimension. I mean, yeah. Or maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe the membrane is a way of accessing the sky dimension, right? Like maybe phantoms are a thing that just exist in the sky dimension. And by combining the membranes together with, I don't know, say an ender pearl or something, it allows you to create a teleport to get to the sky dimension. What if you can craft some wings with the membrane, like the Elytra, but for your horse? You know, I hate that idea. I really genuinely do. But I also love it. Because again, Elytra are busted, and we should have alternate ways of flying that isn't the Elytra. And getting to, like, build some sort of, like, Pegasi unicorn type thing that can fly. It'd be a Pegasi. But still, being able to craft something that allowed your horse to fly, I like it. I think it's dumb. I think it's ridiculous. But, you know, if they added it to the game, it would be ridiculous, but I would love it. I can't help but feel there's an Easter egg in the current Deep Dark Cities with the portal we just haven't discovered yet because of the Aether mod dev. Maybe. James posted something that says that James, one of our mods, he's here quite frequently, believes that the portal inside the Aether, or the Deep Dark, the portal inside the Deep Dark is nothing. Because if you look at a nether portal, you have a way of obtaining obsidian. And obsidian is ridiculously hard to break. This makes the portals feel intentional and resilient. Then if you look at the end portals needing the what are those called? The Eye of Enders. And the portal frame for the end portal, you can't break it. It's unbreakable, just like bedrock is. Well, the Deep Dark portal frame is easy to break. You can't obtain the portal blocks, whereas like you can obtain netherite. The Deep Dark portal frame is easy to break, impossible to obtain. Well, it's, yeah, that's kind of the 2 points, kind of 2.5 points, because the end portal is impossible to break, and nether portals are hard to break. The Deep Dark portal is easy to break, and that makes it feel weird. Also, you can't obtain the blocks if you do break it, whereas you can if it's the nether portal. So it feels like it's nothing, like an aesthetic, and not actually like a portal to be activated. I wonder if you could do a thing where you could like put the elytra crafted or the phantom membrane crafted wings on a horse, breed the horse, and then the resulting baby horse would then just be a Pegasi. That could be cool. But again, I do genuinely feel like there should be more flying alternatives in this game. Like, we already have the elytra, right? This is already insane. What if... Do you think a quick swap button for your chest piece and an elytra mod is cheating? It's cheesy, for sure. Is it cheating? I don't know. I play hardcore, and I honestly have macros for Minecraft, like villager quick trades and AFK attacking. And I've thought about making a macro that like opens my inventory, sets my cursor position, because see, my cursor position resets every time. It's always exactly in the center. See, if I put my cursor over here on the left side, now it's back in the center, right? So anyway, I've thought about making a macro that opened my inventory, grabbed my chest piece, put it on, and closed my inventory, right? Which would then automatically pull my elytra down. I've thought about it, and I think it's too cheesy. Yeah. So I would say that that's probably cheating if difficulty is intentionally high. So if you are in a hardcore mod, yeah, I'd say that's cheating. If you're like in some sort of bossing or adventure map, yeah, it's probably cheating. But if it's just softcore Minecraft where you're playing casually, who cares? And so even if it is cheesy, who cares? It's not so important that I think it actually matters. Anyway, maybe more flying mobs would be necessary. Like let's say that we did do the bee idea, right? And you could ride around on a bee. But the bee is kind of slow and it kind of bumbles about, right? Haha, get it? It's a bee. But then you could get a Pegasi by doing something with phantom membranes, and where a bee can hover, a Pegasi cannot. They have to keep moving. Just in the same way that you can't hover with an elytra, right? But with a bee, you could hover. God, this is such a D&D argument. But bees move slower and Pegasi move faster. But then Pegasi, you don't have to worry about carrying rockets or an elytra. But it's not as fast either. But you have to keep moving or land, and then they can, hold still if they've landed. Well, and that way you have like 3 ways to fly, technically. You have an elytra flight, you have the bumblebee flight, and you have this Pegasi flight. Ooh, arrow enchantments with phantom membranes. That could be cool. Yeah. Oh, I gotta do something. We gotta look at one more piece of redstone. It's this one. I need to see if I can slim that up. I mean, even if it's useless, it's still better than the functionality that membranes have currently. Okay, so can I slim this up? Does it matter? It could matter. No, wait, it might not. Let's run a check. Okay, let's say that right here I want to have... Nah, it's fine. Let's say that right here, right behind this redstone, I want to have some villagers. Okay? Whatever. Okay, right here. Okay, so we put the villagers in. And then we, let's see. Put our doors in. Okay, this is good. Excuse you. Yeah. And then imagine that these jack-o'-lanterns will be their profession tables. Okay. Nims has it hanging, double A. I'm not dying anymore. That's good. Ooh, haha. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, they should change it. It should be potions of levitate. Wait, does that already exist? Eris Boy, did I answer your question, by the way? Do you feel satisfied with that answer? Anti-gravity arrows via potions and brewing. It does in the form of shulkers. Yeah, this'll still work. I actually don't need to clean this up at all. Yeah. Yeah. That just works. It's tight. I mean, it's adjacent. They're touching. But like, it doesn't interfere with the redstone, and you can't tell from this side. Okay, yeah, cool. I need more trapdoors. Membrane plus red mushroom. Make some ingredient that's a good idea. Because that also makes mushrooms a little bit more relevant too. I'm in a new hardcore world and just found a fortress. What should you do? Mr. Jellyman. A fortress. Remind me what fortresses are? Those are the jungle thing, right? Or are you talking about another fortress? Another fortress. Okay, okay. So first thing that you okay, wait. How much gear you got? What are you trying to do? Cuz that matters. Only diamond. Okay, okay. I want to look at my own fortress. Okay. You're looking for a couple of things here. First, you want to try to find blaze spawners, which my blaze spawner is encased inside of that. What is that? Andesite? You want to find 2 blaze spawners that are close enough together that they can be active at the same time. You'll need a lot of blaze rods and blaze powder for some farms in the future. The next thing that you're looking for is 4-way. Oh, I didn't full. You're looking for a 4-way intersection similar to this one. The thing with 4-way intersections like this is the actual Nether Fortress hitbox is much larger here. And this allows you to make something like a Wither Skeleton farm, which you'll definitely want in the future for Wither Skulls. So those are your 2 big goals, in my opinion, out of a Nether Fortress. Yeah, you want. I've got 1 or 2 skulls. 1 or 2. While I'm here, I might as well repair my tools. Is that everything? Is there anything else that you want out of this place? Not really. No. Intersections that look like this. Big 4-way intersections with nothing on top of them. Just a plain bare 4-way. Netherwort, maybe? I don't use potions, though. And this is going to be... intersections like this, you should mark and clear. Because you'll need them at some point in the future for your Wither Skeleton farms. And then dual blaze spawners. Which, my dual blaze spawner is like way off in the boonies. This fortress didn't have one. But blaze spawners and / or dual blaze spawners are also pretty good. Good. Creme de la creme. Be nice. A lot of crying obsidian. Did you barter for all of it? Yeah, I'll show you my bartering system real quick. And this isn't even... this is just one path. I have a lot of paths. But yeah, here's my... this is my Zombie Piglin Gold Farm quad bartering system. So all of the... and this is why you need the blaze powder. But all of that magma block up there spawns exclusively Zombie Piglin. I think I have 7 layers. All those Zombie Piglin drop down. And then I kill them with my looting sword, so that way I get the fastest drops. However, at some point in the future, I'll probably just swap this over to a fully automatic design. I don't know. My goodness. So then we take the... I have a quad filter system. I don't know if you can see the 4 freaking hopper minecarts. It's just because this thing produces items so quickly, it's insane. We destroy the rotten flesh and the golden swords. The golden ingots, they get sent off to a place I'll show you in a second, and the golden nuggets fill up all of these chests along this wall. Me, the player, I then grab as many golden nuggets as I can, convert them into golden ingots, and then I put these golden ingots into this barrel, and if you watch, they get pulled out 2 every 2.5 seconds, which is the same thing as 4 every 5 seconds. Put these back. Well, I have 4 piglin, and a piglin can complete 1 barter every 5 seconds, so 4 golden ingots every 5 seconds is 4 barters every 5 seconds. So these 4 dudes are just running, right? And they generate 1.2 items on average per piglin, so a single row of hoppers can handle 2.5 items per second, so only 2 piglins. So then I had to have a row of hoppers dedicated to 2 piglin, and then another row of hoppers dedicated to the second set of piglin. Then I had to have 2 filter arrays for each piglin bartering line, and multiple item overflow protections and item destruction, all of that, in order to put all of the items that get bartered here along this wall. And that's just... Oh, it looks like I've used most of it, but... Yeah, there you go. There's a straight up, a full double chest. A full DC of Crying Obsidian. While I'm here. Oh, I was only missing 1 arrow. Nice. So yeah. I've gotten a little bit. I need to clean this up. Just all this raw, exposed redstone makes me so nervous. If a ghast blast ever happened, oh, it's all destroyed. Oh, ugh. But I slabbed my nether. It looks cool. I would not slab my nether again, though. It looks kind of like it snowed, and I think that's nice. I don't think I would slab it again. I think I'd just World Eater clear it. I don't like building on top of the nether roof, though. I feel like that's real cheesy. And against the spirit of the game. But, like, again, remember that it's a game. I'm not telling you what's right and wrong to play. Play however you have fun. Building on top of the nether roof, for me, would be too cheesy. Against my spirit of the game. And therefore, denying me fun. So, I built it inside. And I think it just kind of looks cool in here, right? Like, inside this cave thing. Like, this is... But that's a vibe, right? That's a screenshot, right? Like, that's cool. Let's see. So I have also more Crying Obsidian that I used to make my castle. And then I've got Crying Obsidian paths. It kind of stops right here, but this one's going to go out for a while. Yeah, I got a long way to go there. And then... this Crying Obsidian path, this is my raid farm. These 2 portals are. One of them leads to a pillager outpost, and then the other one leads to the raid farm itself. And then, yeah, I got some more that goes out this way. I've got a little bit of Crying Obsidian. Just a little bit. And then a bit more that goes this way. Yeah, and this path isn't done yet. You know, like any good Minecraft world, I have a million unfinished projects. World tour win? I end up doing like a world tour, I don't know, twice a week. No, I think there is a world tour link. Yeah, there it is. But that one's quite old at this point. Okay, let's finish our villager trading hall. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. 17 rockets? Oh yeah, thanks for having my back. Boom, more rockets. I don't honestly remember the skull. Alright, so I said 3 Fletchers, 5 farmers, 3 to 10 clerics, 3 blacksmiths, 3 to 5 librarians. Let's just say 5 librarians. No, we'll keep that as 3 to 5. We'll figure out our spacing. And then 16 masons. So where am I putting 16 freaking masons? And why do I need 3 blacksmiths? Do you think I could get away with 2 blacksmiths? Probably not if I'm dumping iron into them. And how do we want to separate this? Do we want, like... I'm thinking. Do we want the villagers that we sell to be on one side, and the villagers we buy from be on the other? What did I say? Wow, we have AAA and a AA battery in here today. Are you guys related? Like, do I reroute how carrots flow in my base? No, wow, what's going on? Yeah. Like, do I reroute carrots, potatoes, and pumpkins to land here? Do I also take, like, carrots, potatoes, pumpkins, and iron and have them land here? Hang on. I have to go pee real quick, and I'm gonna cut down some trees while I go pee. Because, you know, that's efficiency. I want some spruce trees today. Check this out. Hold right click, hold left click. God, I'm so efficient. what are you looking at? That's a question. This is my AFK tree farm. I made this into a YouTube tutorial and it straight up went viral. Couple million views, I think. Spruce trees are really hard for it to do, but it does do spruce trees. So what is it doing? I have spruce saplings in my offhand, an axe in my main hand. I then have a macro that I'm holding right and left click, but you don't need a macro, right? You could just hold right and left click yourself and then do the F3T reload texture packs trick to hold those down for you. Using an axe and a sapling in your main hand offhand, I'm able to plant and cut down trees. The triple piston extenders destroy enough leaf blocks that I'm getting more than enough saplings back in order to propagate the farm into infinity. I also have a bone meal, a composter array, might be a better way of saying it. I have a composter array that allows me to, using things like pumpkins, melons, poppies, stuff like that, in order to get all the bone meal that I need, in order to spam this thing with bone meal forever. And then, behind me, and you can see in the captions are massive right now. Skeleton dies, skeleton takes damage. So, under my feet, there is a skeleton spawner. Skeletons fall into some water, get moved around, blah blah blah, fall down a chute, and land with exactly 1 health. I then have some tamed wolves in mine carts that will attack. This is just a default mechanic of Minecraft. Wolves attack and kill skeletons by default. So because these wolves are owned by the player, they're tamed, they're considered player kills when they kill a skeleton. That means those skeletons drop experience. Well, because the skeletons drop experience, it then gives me enough experience to repair the durability of my axe while it's being used through unbreaking and mending. So, in summary, axe in the main hand, saplings in the offhand, hold right click, hold left click, you cut down trees. A triple piston extender destroys enough leaves in order to give you infinite saplings. A composter array using pumpkins, melons, and poppies is giving me enough bone meal to run this infinitely. And a skeleton experience grinder using wolves is giving me enough experience to run my axe infinitely. Boom. And there's the tree farm. And now I'll actually show you. I'll put that there. Put my saplings back. Clean up some of these blocks. Yeah, there we go. So here's what it is, and here's what we're actually looking at. It's way bigger than this. Hang on, I actually have it built in my redstone world. This is my slime froglight farm that I'm working on. Let's see. There it is. So this is what we were just inside of. It's basically one of these things. You'd step inside, you look up, and you cut down trees. So this is the footprint. And this is where I developed it as well. You can see all the iterations of tree farms that it went through in order to land on that final design. But it's yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, so it does the things. It does the things. You've got lots of redstone, lots of brains in it. Yeah. Yeah. And so then popping back over to the hardcore world. and see. I'm curious. Let's take a quick peek. I'm gonna throw a incognito browser, and we're gonna go to YouTube, and let's say Tree Farm Minecraft. Let's see how good it is. Oh, it's not as high as it was. It's not as high as it used to be. Yeah, there it is. 1.3 million views. It even does, yeah, it does. I don't need this. But yeah, that's me. That's my video.
With no wither and no TNT, this one tree farm can produce regular oak, regular birch, stripped birch, regular jungle, and stripped jungle logs.
This isn't even true anymore. I can do jungle now. Or excuse me, I can do spruce now, too.
Welcome to the Nims Tree Farm.
Yeah.
Regular jungle and stripped jungle logs. Welcome to the Nims Tree Farm. It's an AFK farm that uses the main hand offhand system to simultaneously plant and destroy trees. In the strip log mode, we get about 5,000 logs per hour.
Yeah, RIP
While in the regular
Technoblade.
log mode,
Yeah,
we get less.
feels bad. What was the title of his video? LOL, bye, losers. You want to see my iterations on a chicken farm real quick? Let's see. I wish that this was done sarcastically. But in hindsight, this was not done sarcastically. This was not done. Nope. This was done intentionally. Each one of these designs is different and trying different mechanics in order to get a different result from a chicken farm. I wish that this was like a tongue-in-cheek how many I had made. But I gave up on doing these because fox-based farms are just infinitely better. So why would you ever need like one of these things? Yeah, spoilers, you don't. So I kind of gave up on this project, but yeah, your boy goes through some iterations before he makes a video. So many stages, moving parts. I love automation in Minecraft. Yeah, it's great. And so like in this real world, here it is, nestled in here. It's the same thing that we saw in the creative world. It's just nestled in here. If we go around to the back of it, underneath this cobblestone slab here is the skeleton spawner. And then now we're under the tree farm, as you can see the same diorite blocks. You can see here's composters to add bone meal to the farm. You can see just lines of bone meal all leading into this dropper, which then shoots them up, right? And all of that comes from, you can see the double hoppers right here. Well, that comes from pumpkins and melons, which come from the pumpkin melon farm right here. You still remember watching the chicken farm video with the feed me eggs, feed me chicken modes? I mean, that's what that was. That's what those farms were attempting to be, is the modernization of that old YouTube video. I'll show you that. If you had an auto cooker, the chicken farm is worth it. It had an auto cooker. I don't know if this is still going to work. Like I said, it was designed in like 1.13. However, let's see, how did this work? Some oddities here. Okay, maybe I fixed it. Oh yeah, there's an auto cooker. Okay, what did this do? Ah, this was feed me eggs versus feed me chicken. How do you, I think that's it. And then you want glow something? Yeah, right? That looks like dog do. What's the best glow sign combination? No, this is backwards anyway. It would be feed me chicken, feed me eggs, right? Yeah, because if this hopper is locked, then you're getting... If this hopper is locked, then you're getting eggs, or then you're getting chicken. So if it's not locked, then you're getting eggs. So by pulling, or by flipping that, you just say white. Oh, hey, violin! Hi. Oh, that's way better. It's fine, don't worry about that. That's just eggs being shot out. So it has an auto cook feature, right? And see, let me throw in some regular old chicken here. We'll throw in an odd number. We'll throw in 3. Okay. Hopefully this works. Yep, nothing in there. Let's see, there's cooked chicken. Let's see, there's a cooked chicken. No, we're just on a tangent. And there's a cooked chicken. So it has an auto cook feature, right? And it's a relatively small footprint. It's what, 3 blocks wide by 4 blocks tall? Yeah. And technically, you have to count the buttons and the levers on the front. Technically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks deep, but it's a realistic 5 blocks deep. You know what I mean? Because the buttons and levers on the front are just like UI for the player to use. But yeah, there it is. Definitely works. So if we flip this lever and push this button, we now get raw chicken. Which this is powdered snow that it just dispensed, for the record. So if we put in chicken again, and we'll do the same thing. We'll put in 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Add those in, and see, then they'll be, you know, when these babies grow up. But we're shortcutting that, right? They're now in the powdered snow. They're going to slowly freeze to death, and then we'll get 3 raw chicken. So just like the farms of old that I used to make, this one has an auto, like, feed me chicken, feed me eggs, cooked chicken, raw chicken. It had it. This is it, right? However, foxes are better. Why would you use this? And then see, I can just push this button. The powdered snow gets withdrawn. I flip this lever. And then we're in cook mode again. What does the fox say about the farm? I hate that you just said that. So, like, it does it. Feed me chicken, feed me eggs, water, lava. Yep, it do be doing the thing. Is this what you would want, Galejo? And then, of course, you have your cedar chickens here in the back, right? And they're vines, so that way they're technically climbing and thus avoiding the entity cramming cap. And there's even, if you wanted to add more, chickens to this, you've got a dispenser in the back, then you unflip this lever, and then, if you look, see, all of these are full. Here, we'll take this down to 1 stack. See, you are slowly, you can manually add eggs, and these will slowly be added to the farm. Right? So you can even increase the number of cedar chickens by adding more eggs into the cedar area, thus improving the rates only to some point. There's some math that needed to be done on this in order to figure out what like the maximum theoretical rates are, because it doesn't use smart hoppers or smart dispensers rather. It's just a clock. It's just a comparator clock. So because it's comparator clock, you can only shoot out an egg once every, I don't know, 5 seconds. Therefore, you can only have a number of cedars that produces an egg on average every 5 seconds, which means that you could only have, you know, let's say 100 cedars, and if you can only have 1 egg every 5 seconds, then that's only that's only so many chickens per hour, and by only having so many chickens per hour would give you a top end of the rates being like 300 cooked chicken per hour, something like that. Does that make sense? But yeah, there it is. This do be a chicken farm. And it can do raw chicken versus cooked chicken. It can do raw chicken, cooked chicken, and eggs. I had a glitch with this farm that somehow me being too close and AFK, you were losing hunger, logged out and back in, and never happened again? Weird. That's super weird. So, yeah, and like iterations of this, right? Like there was a point where I thought it was going to be this farm, right? And this one was still using water, but this one even ran into problems with water. This was before powdered snow existed. Because the chicken drops would float up into the water and thus never come back down. So the water itself had to be pulsed, but the water had to exist long enough for chickens to drown in it. So that was just really hard. And then I have to, you know, whenever you make a design, you have to make sure that it's not directional, because sometimes redstone can be like north-south versus east-west directional. So, you know, you can see that I made it directional to test and make sure it was still good. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the entities were pushing you around, but you weren't moving. That's weird. But yeah, here's the thing. Double A, see you later, man. That's Chicken Farm. I don't know, if you guys want a video for it, I could add it to the list of videos that I need to make, but I don't know. My maybe self-confidence says that people don't want that, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get our villagers figured out. We want 3 Fletchers, 5 farmers, 3 to 10 clerics, 3 blacksmiths, 3 to 5 librarians, and 16 masons. So I'm like, should we bring over the items that we're trading? E.g., should we bring over pumpkins, melons, and... Should we bring over pumpkins, melons, and carrots? Hmm. You're so bored of breaking lecterns yourself? Looking forward to watching you do it instead. Yeah. Yeah. Do I want... Okay, so like where my carrots and pumpkins currently are... Oh my god, I just overflew everything. This is why I need a bumblebee. I'm tired of elytra flying. That's a simple one to make, and you don't need a fox hunt. Yeah. I could bring over my potatoes, pumpkins, and carrots. I don't really want to bring over my melons, but like, then what do I do with the melons? I don't know. But also, do I want to have to run over here for my carrots, potatoes, and pumpkins, and then bring them? You know, imagine my inventory is now full. No, yeah, this answers my question. I need to have potatoes, carrots, and pumpkins in this area. Damn. Okay. So then what are we trading? Potatoes, carrots, pumpkins. Iron. So I should probably bring iron into this area. Is that it? So it's potatoes, carrots, pumpkins, and iron are the things that I am trading. So that's 4 things. Cool, we can count. We're so smart, chat room. We just counted to 4. Look at me go. That's 4 things. So, how do I want to do this? Would you load them into shulkers and then just transport a full shulker? No, I'm probably just going to build some sort of like large storage system for them. Okay, considering that this redstone is still relatively close, it will be hard to do storage. Oh, we just do this storage on the other side. I'm an idiot. Okay, so taking our queue from this. Yeah, let's get a... Okay, we're gonna basically get all of these things and put them on the other side. So I need like a crafting table, a furnace. Well, there's a lot of lecterns I'm gonna need. I'll pull those out now. Couple furnaces. What else? There's more lecterns. Smithing tables, we're gonna need a few of those. Potions of fire resistance, but I don't need those in the overworld. What else? What else? What else? Fletching tables, we'll also need those. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of shulker loaders. But maybe that's just because I'm a freaking boomer and, like, don't... Yeah, no. Right, furnace. Then I need a stone cutter. And an anvil. Stone cutter, anvil. How do you make a stone cutter, chat room? How many crafting tables did I have? A lot. It was kind of ridiculous that I just built that. Stone cutter anvil. How do you make a stone cutter? Regular stone iron. Okay. I could have sworn I had regular stone in here. Oh, I probably converted it all to bricks. God, I'm gonna be so excited whenever, like, all these projects are done, because it's gonna be, I'm gonna have so much more space, and it's gonna be just so much nicer. No way I picked up 3. That's a lie. Like, look at this trading hall, right? This is going to be nice. Instead of having to run each and everywhere and to get to all of my villagers, this is just going to be sick. And, like, look at this tiny little storage room that's barely functional. And look at this storage room. This is going to be killer. Yeah, this is just... Oh, God, I can't wait till these projects are done. 2 stone cutters. Anvils. Do I have any anvils ready to go? Anvil, anvil. I don't think I do. Oh, maybe I have a couple of anvils inside my ender chest. Hang on. I have 10. Sick. 1, 2. Good enough for me. Blap, blap. Can I get that to face the other way? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then it's a double chest, ender chest? Okay, double chest on top of the anvil. Oh, that would have been so cool if I had landed that. Lamau. Okay, that gives me... Do I have stairs? I don't have stairs. I don't care about all these extra golden carrots, but Stonebrick stairs? No. I have a couple of maybe in these shulkers. Yeah, there they are. Is there anything that should go above these, like, these two chests? Or should, like, this just be it? Should it just be, like, blap blap? Right? I don't know. Let's see what it kind of feels and looks like over here. A bit dazed. Oh yeah, I also should have said hi to Clawley. Clawley, I'm sorry I'm an asshole. I'm a terrible garbage human being. You're wonderful and lovely. Hello, I hope you're doing well. That looks like dog do. It could conceptually look better if we had villagers around it though. Or like more depth. Okay. So then, conceptually, like, what if I shifted this over? I had to think about what I wanted to do. I don't know, maybe that would make it feel a little bit better. Time for you to drool on your pillow and snore loudly. Have a good rest of your... Oh, have a good sleep, Uskal. I'll see ya. And remember that I'm also going to need to do something where these lower trapdoors can become powered on like semi-regular intervals. So that means that there will likely be redstone on this layer here. Like this. To be able to power these blocks and thus power those guys. Excuse you, sir? Right. Does this... Hopefully this makes sense. Yeah, I did that perfectly. Alright, where's my book of villagers? So we're gonna need some separations, right? Okay. Actually, let me take a step back. Let's take a look at this. Hang on. So if I were to do a couple of these pillars of like storage pillars, right? Where we have redstone lamps and shulker at the bottom, blah blah blah, for bulk trading. I would want 4 of these side by side, right? How do we want that to look? I don't think I have any storage that's side by side like that. Because what I was thinking is like, I could go like carrots, pumpkins, potatoes, and iron. And then we have carrots, pumpkins, potatoes, well, carrots, pumpkins, crafting station, potatoes, iron. And it's all right here. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And then I could just turn around and hit whoever I needed to hit. How wide are these storage systems? They are proper 3 blocks wide, but I'm pretty sure that they can be built 2 blocks wide. Almost out of pearls. Is this a creative world time? It might be a creative world time. Thinking. No, we should just be able to do it here. Let me get the stuff to be able to make the things that I'm describing. I need redstone lamps. Hella chests, hella hoppers. Am I actually out of hoppers? No. Four times 3 is 12, so 15 lamps will be enough. I'm low on shoulders, though. So how do I want to do this? Do I want the storage to be recessed one? Let's just start out by cutting out the area. And then I'll probably build 2 variants. And then we can compare, contrast, and figure out which one we like more. Okay, so let's say that we recess it. Okay. And then I don't have any shulkers currently. I think I'm actually out of shulkers. Okay, anyway, let's pretend that we have shulkers. I can just grab these and put them in that position. We could even color these shulkers to provide some sort of indication of what's in them. Say orange for pumpkins, green for carrots, brown for potatoes, white for iron, right? Which means that we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I need a composter. Reduce the amount of lag that they generate. Alright, and then it's like, I don't know, this doesn't have to be stone brick here. It could be something else. I don't know. What do you think would look good here? I definitely like that it's recessed. Recessed? Recessed. Yeah, that's quite good. And then, just to make sure that this is conceptually possible, I believe that the storage actually does something like this. How does this work? Is it this way? I need comparators. Yo, this feels like progress, though. Hecka good. Oh, it's raining again. This is excellent. However, my flying skills are not. This is why I need a bee. Oh, I needed to actually land there. Yasteroid? What a name. How's it going? So I think it's like... Oh no, this wouldn't work. Hang on. Okay, so this one would work. I'm just gonna stone brick it. Yeah, because then this goes here. Oh, I see what it is. Wait, shoot, maybe? Does it look good with 2 blocks separating it? Or should we tighten that up? Conceptually, would this look better if it were only 1 block separating it? I know, we're gonna have like some voidage here for just a moment, but this is just to get the feel for the space. Do we like that better? They're different heights? What do you mean? Oh, like this thing? So do you want this to go up 1? I am not good at aesthetics. I need someone to help me. So like that? You think that's better? Yo, is a bug not the worst. We'll build this twice, for the record. We're going to build another one over here. and we'll continue to trial and error and see what feels good, and then we'll compare our two best options, and then we'll go with whatever one we think is best. Okay, so now we got to make sure that the redstone works. How does this... I don't remember how this redstone works. Oh, wait, maybe I do? I think this was actually the redstone for these more closely spaced ones. And then you run it like that. And then it's like this. Oh, I meant to eat and not place a chest. Yeah, because now both of these chests still open. Okay, and then you can get the contents of this chest and that one by doing that. Right? And then we need to put a chest on top of this one. I believe it's this. And I believe it's this. And I believe it's this with this. And then that powers that light. And then we put another chest here. Hopper sideways. Solid block here. Solid block there. Comparator like that. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be done. Okay, so this is set up. This is done. This would work. And so then because of the because we spent so much time making it tight, compact like that, break please, we would be able to do the same thing on the opposite side here. Oh, that was an important block. Lamau. And then we go 1, 2, 3, and then we basically reverse the process. Okay. So we'll leave that one like that. So now I need to, in the same space, do another variant here. It's 1 a.m. where you live? Where do you live? Oh, that's got to be like Europe somewhere. Right? No. Is Europe behind us or ahead of us? You're ahead of us. So yeah, it's got to be Europe somewhere. Sweden. Okay, okay, okay. Kind of close, kind of close. I know a couple of things about Redstone. I'm okay with Redstone. But like aesthetics, I'm dog doo-doo garbage at aesthetics. That is not my I try my best, and this is what I come up with. There's just a sorry, I was itching, my leg had a itch. This is what I got. Just it's not a lot. What do I need all these diamond leggings for? What the heck? What do I need all this for? But why? Oh, those are legitimately good leggings. Unbreaking 3, protection 4, mending legs. Why do I have 2 of them? Why did I make these? Most everything else in here is just garbage doo-doo. I don't know, maybe there's a chance my feet break at some point. I can't imagine why. Are they from end raids? Oh, yeah, that's got to be what these were. Just a whole bunch of random diamond gear. 100%. I went Mike Tyson there for a second. 100% that's what it is. Well, these are perfect legs. I'll save those. But everything else in here is kind of like bleh. So we'll do this. Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh, no, it kind of worked. That was fortunate for me. It feels kind of crazy to like... That feels kind of bad, doesn't it? That's just a big old pile. Just a big old pile of diamond gear. And there it'll despawn. I recognize that I could grindstone off some of those enchants, but like, to what point? I'm hardcore. If I die, if I lose my armor, I had to have died doing it. And at that point, isn't that just kind of the end? We'll just expand this out. It doesn't really matter. I need one more shulker. Did shulker breeding get added to the game yet? Oh, you know where all my shulkers are? Here, I could empty this one and get this one back. But the rest of my shulkers are inside my nether chest. Like, look at that. I need to get my storage system finished. Not breeding, but duplication. Yeah, how does that work? Hang on, I want to go check. That was a horrible flight. I wanted buckets. This'll work. Fly up here and see if we got any powdered snow. If they hurt themselves, there's a tiny chance they duplicate when teleporting. Oh, so you want to make like a hurt yourself thing. Wow, I didn't get any powdered snow from that rainfall, snowfall. Do I have to be up here for it to count? I think I have to be up there. No! Okay. So then I'm sure some people have made, like... It almost sounds goofy to say, but like self-harm shulker duplicators. Okay. Let's see. This puts it further forward. And let's just see how this feels. I'm not 100% committed to this, for the record. I need one more redstone lamp. Which is what? Redstone and glowstone? 4 dust. The glowstone. Okay. That feels real dumb, being forward like that. Okay, we're taking it back. Okay, let's go ahead and let's make these separated by a block. We'll put that there, that there. Make it one wider than the other one. Are there any other ways that we could, like, dress this up aesthetically? Those of you that are good with the blocks. What do? We'll use the same dressings that we did for now, or in the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lies! Okay. And then... Oh, there's no, like, topper. Liar. Blap. Blap. Blap, 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 blap. Okay. How does that feel? Here, let's finish. Let's make them comparable. It feels weird on the right side. It feels like that extra block. It feels like they are like... It feels like they're just friends. You know what I mean? Like, you ever look at two people and it's like... It's the two dudes sitting in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Like, that's what this feels like. It feels like an awkward amount of space that doesn't need to exist. Oh, then need to... Quid TV, hey, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. I liked how that's what made you follow the stream. Make an X in between? There was only 2 blocks. How could I make an X with only 2 blocks of width? Liar. This top feels awkward to me. Let's try just doing this. What? Oh, that's definitely, that's way better. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's not better. Or that's much better. This doesn't look so dumb either now. And then if you imagine, again, we've just got villagers and villagers. Each one of these jack-o'-lanterns is representing like areas, cages, where there are just villagers on villagers on villagers on villagers, right? We are counting, oh god, where did my thing go? It's one of these shulkers. 3 Fletchers, 5 farmers, 8. Let's say we take the middle here, so 13.5 is like 6.5. So 8 plus 6.5 is what, 14.5? 17.5, 21.5, 37. We're gonna have 37 or 38 villagers, give or take. 37, 38 villagers. And so they're just brrr, 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 something like that. Sound effects. So is this what we're set on? And then we recolor the shulkers to denote pumpkins, melons, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, iron. Pumpkins can be orange, carrots can be green, potatoes can be brown, and iron can be white. I don't know, is carrots and pumpkins, both of those are orange. Which one should be not orange? It should be carrots, right? And carrots should be green. That is potatoes. Yeah, carrots have a lot of green in them, still. Yeah, and pumpkins are just straight up and down orange. Blamp. So is that it? Do we just... There's no difference. How could we dress these up differently? Or is this just what we're sold on? Are we just... This is it. We nailed it in one. Okay. You like this? Okay. Well, I'm gonna pull this shulker out for now because this is like an actual This is my project shulker, right? And then again, villagers, and we'll kind of, I don't know, separate them out by type. So we want, let me get that book again. 3 Fletchers. So here's the kind of oddity. Say, I don't know, I got a 2 gap here. Where do I put 16 Masons? I could go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That still leaves an odd spacing here. I could just go 16 straight down. Just. Thinking. What do we want? What do we want? How do we want? How do we want? What do we want? Okay, some things I'm thinking about. So this double chest right here, should be an input back into these 4 storage silos. So something that frequently happens, and I'll just show you, because this happens so often. I'll grab some pumpkins, I'll come over here, I'll trade, right? And I'll get a bunch of emeralds, and then I'll get a bunch of emeralds, and then these villagers are locked, and I have a bunch of emeralds, or excuse me, a bunch of pumpkins still in my inventory. I go to put them back, but they don't all fit because it's been reloading. So what do I do with these 8 pumpkins? I throw them on the ground, typically. So what I want to do in this system is this double chest should be an input to go into these 4 storage silos. So whenever I have iron, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, and then I'm bulk trading with my villagers. So I grab a bunch of pumpkins, a bunch of carrots, a bunch of potatoes, a bunch of iron, and then I do all my bulk trades, and then at the very end of my bulk trades, I have just a crap load of unused pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, and iron. I should just get to drop them into this chest, and then this chest should empty itself. It should filter itself and empty itself back into these 4 storage silos. I think that's a really good idea. Damn, Nims, you just nailed it. You are, your brain is leaking all over the place. So that's, I think, a pretty good idea. On the reverse side, however, I think we might still want storage silos, but this time different. We need emerald storage. This is a villager trading hall, chat room. Like, we're going to want a crap ton of emeralds. We want bulk emeralds. I think we actually need at least 1 more storage silo. But then to mirror this, to keep like symmetry and it feeling good, don't I want 2 more storage silos? I think I want 2 more storage silos. And then the question becomes, if I have 2 more storage silos, well, getting it to fit here would be hard. Because I'm limited by the filters for the storage here. Let me go look at this fishing farm. I could tighten up this storage. What do we have? We're storing 9 things. I definitely need some sort of storage for emeralds. How would we do that? Okay, so given that I have a space constraint from the redstone that's caused by the fishing farm storage and filters, what if this double chest was an emerald inn, okay? And then it ran into a perfect item distribution system, so a perfect item splitter, similar to what we use here. This is a perfect item splitter to perfectly distribute our honey bottles between 4 bee farms. What if I used a perfect item splitter to distribute those emeralds between, say, an emerald storage here and an emerald storage roughly in the same spot on the reverse side where we have no redstone. And so we would use this side to dictate where we place it at because we have size constraints. So it would go right here. Basically, you know, where this pumpkin currently is, because this is where we have the space for it, right? We're not running into problems from neighboring redstone. And so this would get punched back. And we would have, well, we would just build these again. It would be 3 blocks now. You know, and then we would blap, blap. Actually, don't think it's that tall. I think it's, nope, not that. Right, and then we would have a storage system that would live. Right, and then this would be another pillar, but this time of emeralds, right? And this would go away, and that would be that. And we would still try to dress this up aesthetically, right? I'm not, it's not just gonna be straight stone everywhere. The goal is to get some like more spruce elements in it. I need to get lighting in here so that way we don't have mobs spawning and what have you. But then again, like if we were to just effectively redo what we did on the storage system side, excuse you, I'm almost out of ender pearls. I don't have any more doors. Let's get, oh, I'm out of ender pearls and rockets. Do you know what it's like being an idiot? It's so hard sometimes. That can go away. Okay, so then this is a number of villagers. right? I'm out of stone brick. Why did I come this way? My hover minecart moving? Okay, it is moving. Right, so if you imagine, I have there's a line of, oh, hey, I gotta finish. If you can imagine, there is a line of redstone that goes through here that controls these trapdoors opening and closing. The goal of those trapdoors opening and closing is to protect our villagers if I accidentally get them raided. Oh, I guess that means I should have a control system. So on this side, maybe we don't have quite as much in this thing, and I have like a button or something equivalent that I can press in order to, okay, we want to do some trading, boom, push the button, and ka-chung, 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 all of our trapdoors now open, right? And so we have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villagers in this area available for this area. And like similarly, we're just expand this. And kind of remember, actually, I'll do it here as well. Kind of remember that each one of these jack-o'-lanterns that I'm placing down is to represent, it's not a jack-o'-lantern, it's supposed to represent a workstation. Okay, so where's the center here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is no center. I think that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that look dumb? It doesn't look smart, but it doesn't look dumb either. You know what I mean? Okay. And then remember, this is going to be here. Let me go make some more redstone lamps. I need at least 8. I only got 6, and that's because I'm redstone bottlenecked. And see, this is why we need villager trades. Because I need to be able to get hella redstone. And you know, we're here. Might as well get some glowstone too. Okay. We'll go up to 12 just to have it. Dump the rest of this. Nope. Like that. Yeah. And so this would then be a bunch of shulkers. Do I have more shulkers in here? No. Yeah, this is just where all my shulkers are. And they're just all full of freaking netherrack. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is definitely making it a future NIMS problem, but like, it's a future NIMS problem. Okay, yeah, still doing good. I love leaving problems for future me. Yeah. Okay, I got one of my shulkers back. And the second one of my shulkers back. Third shulker back. Cool. And there are 4 shulkers back. And that's just 2 double chests full of netherrack that needs to go into this storage system that future me is just gonna have to deal with. But now I have shulkers for these projects. Alright. So, kind of this, right? Okay. That was dangerously close, the redstone here. To connecting with that filter behind. But I think we're good. So anyway, this is going to be aesthetically dressed up. I don't know, stairs, slabs, something is going to exist that covers the redstone inside of that area. And that redstone will power these blocks, which will close these trapdoors, keeping our villagers safe. Catnim's out here making progress. Look at me go! This should be torn down and rebuilt slightly to account for a button that controls all of the trapdoor systems. And then, let's see. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. Damn phantoms. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm over it. Oh, look at me go, man. I'm schmoving. We're flying. Point Crow Fan Man. I didn't see your follow earlier. I feel like an asshole. Thank you for the follow. I'm out of stone brick again. Your Alexa Blaze is really... Oh, no, I said the word. Nothing. Don't listen to me. Stop. Please, no. God, Amazon device. Quit it. Okay, it turned off. Yeah, it's coming together. Oh, I'm also out of... Oh no, I just dumped it. That's why I had none. It's fine though. I'll need those in the very near future. Okay, we're going. We're going. So then this is where they'd stand. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's good. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you have the spot in the middle, and then we have right? Keep them contained. And see, we would absolutely be able to take the contents of this chest out and then move it around. It would be a little bit tight around this redstone, full concede, but possible, absolutely possible. And we should also be able to get a button output from this as well. But that is it. So we will take our double chest here that we will dump our pearls, or excuse me, not our pearls, but our emeralds in. And we'll send those out to storage systems. And then we'll also have the open for business. And you know what also might be fun is if every time I push the button, there's like a... I think about the game Fable quite often. And the game had a time system in it. And whenever the shops would open in the morning, there was a town crier that would come on, and it kind of sounded like the World of Warcraft, or not the World of Warcraft, but the Warcraft orcs. It would be like, shops are now open at the beginning at the beginning of the like work day. And I kind of think about like, what if I had the button and then it made like a nice little sound effect, like I don't know, it could make the Legend of Zelda a secret opening, like the I totally butchered that, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. And so then this... Fable was an incredible game. Like, Fable 1, Fable 2. Fable 3 kind of lost its charm. It just felt like they were beating that cash cow a little bit for me. And, like, even then, Fable, like, the original Fable was just so good. I have tried to convince Candy to play it many a times. I think she would love it. It's basically Skyrim with personality, right? You recently started Fable for the first time? What a game, still holds up? Hell yeah. Okay, so we go here. And this is just temp stuff, right? We're not super interested in it being absolutely perfect right off the bat. And then we leave a 3-block gap. Fable was the first game where the progression of gathering gear and developing your character felt good. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, there might be a point where, you know, as somebody who's playing it for the first time now, today, is like, oh yeah, this has been done many a times now. But like, you gotta remember that Fable came out like, what, 2006? 2007? Fable 1 release date. 2005! And it just... Yeah. God, and it... No, it released... No, people... Google is wrong. It released September of 2004. Yeah. So like for a role-playing action game to release with the systems that it had, that hadn't been done really at that time. It was so ahead of itself. It was so good. It was oozing with personality and charm, and like the gameplay systems were still fun, the combat felt good, like the character progression was interesting, and the way that your good versus evil choices reflected the appearance of your character made the aesthetic not just feel like an afterthought. It was good. Yeah, yeah. I'm amazed by how many things it tracks, like attractiveness, morality, and the stats for the spells and combat. Yeah. And for a 2004, like what? That video game is what, like 18 years old now? That video game can vote. Evil 100% just for the horns, but then you have like the cloud of flies that would follow you, and that was just gross. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I hope we don't hate how this room is coming together, by the way. And again, I totally plan on at least trying to aesthetically dress up some of this. Remember that the pumpkins are representing... oh, I need more iron trapdoors. The pumpkins are representing workstations, and those will be changed. Okay. I mean, this is kind of it. And then, again, remember that that'll have redstone on it, and we'll dress this up. I'm just not gonna... I want to start to get a feel for what the look is, and it's not gonna have that. But there will be something there to hide that redstone. Okay. So there is some nice visual depth here. And again, we'll have more visual depth out the top. This is going to be emerald storage, and that will be emerald storage. So then what are we left with? Remember the Ring of Blood Trial arena fight that gave me such a hard time and beating it and getting the gear felt so good? Vaguely, I remember playing that game. I would have been like 15, you know, it released 2004. But I don't think I got it right in 2004. I think I got it a little bit later. I want to say that I'm thinking. Bro, I remember listening to like freaking Good Charlotte and like Blink 182 on blast while just playing Fable in my parents' basement. My bedroom was in my parents' basement, for the record. I was very much so a stereotype. I didn't smoke weed though, so I managed to dodge that stereotype at least. Could you do some specific storage for the trader located below it? What do you mean? Like my childhood, I remember like video games, it was like Doom. Like Doom, the original shareware. Into Halo 1, into Halo 2, into... I think it was Fable before Halo. I can't remember. Thinking. Yeah, at some point it was like Doom into Halo 1 and 2 into World of Warcraft and the Fable is like the games that I remember most vividly. There were more games like, what is it, Panzer Dragon. There was Legend of Dragoon in there somewhere, which is a great freaking game. There was hella Roller Coaster Tycoon. There was Diablo 2 at some point. Anyway, could you do some specific, like if the guy trades carrots, have carrots stored above so there's not running back and forth? I'm just accepting that this is going to be my storage. These 4 things: iron, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes. I am just accepting that this is the truth. So if my, you know, whatever is I will just have to run. I will get my supplies, and then I'll have to run over to wherever I'm going to drop off to trade those supplies, right? I'm just accepting that. So I'm not going to put, like, storage above them or anything. I'm going to go here, and then here. Boom, 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 right? Bulk storage for things you trade off. Well, that's what these are, right? This is iron, carrots, pumpkins, potatoes, right? And these will have these redstone lamps. There will be double chests behind this, and each redstone lamp indicates a double chest. So this will be a shulker plus 4 double chests for each one of these items. Remember playing Unreal Tournament, Jack and Dexter, while listening to Slipknot and Evanescence? Yeah, I had not a Slipknot phase. What was it? Disturbed is what it was. It was Disturbed and Evanescence. I think it's just looking back on those cringy times. OG Halo 2 lobbies on the Xbox. Yep, I remember those. I hit 38 legit in Halo 2 in TDM, maybe? Maybe it was TDM, maybe it was Team Objective. What was that called? It was 38 and something. But I did that legit through all the lobbies with all the lag switches and all the standby, and I hit 38 legitimately. And then I got myself a lag switch. I remember I told my dad for like Christmas I wanted a second Ethernet port in my computer. Like I wanted an Ethernet card in my computer and a subscription to some specific program, so that way I could bridge my Xbox through my computer, thus bridging. And I remember, I remember my dad did it. I got a network bridge from my computer, and I started bridging in Halo 2. And then I went from 38, which I did get 38 legitimately. And then I went to like 40, 45, 47, something, which they weren't even 47 at that point. It was like the phases of the moon in Halo 2. And then I bridged and lag switched and standbyed all the way to like 47, one of the phases of the moon. You're dating yourself a little with this question, but what's a lag switch? Whew. Okay. So before there were good before there were servers that you played on, you had to connect to other people's consoles. So what would happen at the beginning of a lobby, the game would do a check to see whose Xbox had the best communal connection. So for the 8 people in the lobby, who was the best one to act as a temporary server? You could do things that could trick that check and make it your friend. So your friend could then force you to be the host of the game. And now that you're the host of the game, you get right off the bat, you have zero latency. Literally zero latency. The game is hosted on your Xbox. So like where their shotgun shots, where their bullets might have like a 20 millisecond delay if they have an incredible connection, more likely they have like an 80 millisecond delay, right? Yours are instant because you're the server host. So right off the bat, getting host gave you an advantage in these old games, basically zero latency. But you could then monitor your network traffic. Well, let me actually restate this. A lag switch or standbying was when you, as the server host, would quickly unplug the Ethernet from the back of your Xbox and plug it back in. Because you're the server host, your game always kept working. But every other person connected to you would lag out for that second that you had disconnected your Ethernet port. This meant that you could, the moment you saw someone, you could, let's say you have a little brother, right? Because this is what made it really easy, is you would say, your little brother would be sitting by your Xbox and you'd be playing. And the moment you saw someone, you tell your little brother to unplug it. You then run over, kill that person, and then you tell your little brother to plug the Ethernet port back in. The other person that you just saw and fought could not respond because you had literally unplugged them from the internet connection. That was a way of doing a lag switch or standbying. You could then do something called bridging, which was like, it's that, but advanced. So if you had 2 Ethernet ports in the back of your computer, you could plug your Xbox into your computer and then plug your computer into the internet. You could then get a program that monitored the traffic coming through your Xbox. Then you could, now that you've monitored the traffic coming through, you could say, oh, that IP is the Xbox server, that IP is an Xbox authentication server, that IP, and then you get a dozen IPs that are all Microsoft. Then you can say, okay, here are the IPs that are my friends. So this one is, you know, Joe, this one is Mike, and this one is Billy. Okay, so you've now labeled all of those network connections that are happening on your Xbox. Then you do the trick where your friend makes you the host, because it goes to whoever has the best communal connection, and then your friend can lock down their internet so that way the only person they can connect to is you, thus guaranteeing that you get host. So now you, as host, can see the Xbox servers and your friends, Joe, Mike, and Billy. And then all of a sudden, 4 new unknown connections connect to your Xbox. Well, those 4 new unknown connections must be the 4 players on the enemy team. And what you can then do, and this is so fucking cheaty, is you can just block them. Just blacklist them. And what happens? Well, they just get kicked out of your game. So you could turn a 4v4 into a 4v3, into a 4v2, into a 4v1. And that's what we did. Is you would take, you know, it's an objective based thing. And so then I got a very high rating legitimately, but then I did cheat. I was like 14, right? I was an edgelord. It happened. So I would monitor this network traffic. I would see who the enemy players are. I would track their IPs and their connection to me, and I would block or blacklist 3 of them, turning this objective-based game, say Capture the Flag or Oddball or whatever, from a 4v4 into a 4v1. And we would just win. And it was basically undetectable at the time, because it just looks like those people had bad internet. And it was such a easy exploit. Again, all you had to do is figure out how to give your friend host, which is not hard. You just basically go into the IP and you put your friend as, it was like a trusted setting, so that way there was no network monitoring happening between you and your friend. And then you put everything else on like a super restrictive setting, which made it go through all sorts of authentication processes, which really slowed down the connection. And therefore, you could only connect to your friend reasonably, and thus your friend would always become host. And then your host friend, and that was not hard to do at the time, and then your host friend could literally just sit there and unplug their internet and plug it back in over and over and over, and get that, like, just kill you for free. While you were lagging out, he could just walk over, murder you, and then plug your internet back in. Like, it was... So, Halo 2 had all sorts of very easy exploits around network connections, specifically. Things were so lawless back in the day, we figured them all out together. Things have come a long way since then. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, wild times. Absolutely wild times. I think it was called standbying because routers back then had a button on the back of them that would put the router into standby for like 5 seconds. So instead of needing to unplug your internet and then go kill someone and then plug your internet back in, you could just push the standby button and it would kind of do a soft reset on your router. And it's basically the same thing. Your router just goes offline for 3 to 5 seconds. You in that 3 to 5 seconds, you walk over, you kill the other person, and then your router comes back online, and then that person reconnects to you and just wakes up dead. Right? And yeah. And I got to 38. I got to 38 in Halo 2. Legitimately. Even fighting through people doing that to me. But then at 38, it was like I hit a wall. I remember this because it was like every single game. It was somebody had a lag switch, was standbying, was doing some sort of network manipulation, and it became impossible to like play. And then I told myself, okay, I'm gonna get a lag switch myself. Well, I'm gonna bridge myself, and then I can just force my friend to be host, and then we'll just have legitimate games. That's what I said to myself at first. My friend will have a small advantage because the game would be hosted on their machine and they would have host advantage. But like, for the most part, somebody had to have host advantage. The game, there were no servers at the time. So somebody had to have host advantage. So it wasn't cheating. It was just a tiny little boost. Right? So somebody had to have it. Why not my friend? But then, of course, as soon as I got the bridge and the network switch and everything, I very quickly found another person who could do these exploits with me, and then we did them together because it kind of took two people. And then we just became degenerate trolls, and we started doing all the hacks and the exploits ourselves, and yeah, that all happened. That all happened. I did that. I'm just thinking, while letting the snow fill up. Oh, yep, there's 3. I actually need to go get buckets. Oh, a shulker can't go inside a shulker. That's fair. Well, I almost have a full shulker's worth of powdered snow. Yeah, just thinking back, man. Yeah, those are the games that I mostly remember, though, from my childhood. Some combination of, like, Halo, Halo 2, Diablo 2, Legend of Dragoon, Fable, World of Warcraft, Doom. You know, I had a PlayStation 1, but I didn't really play on it a whole lot. It was Legend of Dragoon. Like, I had a handful of games, maybe Spyro, but like Spyro doesn't really stick out as like, well, I can fondly say like it was a good game. It doesn't really stick out as a game that like defined a memory or an era, right? Whereas like Halo definitely did, World of Warcraft definitely did, Diablo 2 definitely did. Spyro's good, but didn't define an era. Legend of Dragoon, I remember being stuck on sequences of Legend of Dragoon for months. I also remember not having a memory card, and I would leave my PlayStation 1 on for like weeks at a time. And I remember always being so heartbroken whenever the power would go out, or like my stepmom would come in and shut it off, and I would have to restart the game. Can't believe that I was one of those guys. Yeah, hey, I'm kind of proud of myself. I was like 14 or something, and I figured out how to network bridge, man. Like, good for me. Like I was monitoring the internet traffic through my computer into my Xbox, and then using that, like labeling it and properly managing that network traffic in order to isolate who, like which IPs belong to the enemy team, and then I could manipulate them. I could like blacklist them for 1 second, and that would just disconnect them for 1 second, and then I could kill them, right? Or I could just blacklist them forever, and then they would never be allowed to, like, they would get booted from the game, right? Like I did that, and like, while that is cheating, it straight up and down is. But at the same time, like, shout out 14-year-old me for figuring it out. There wasn't, like, great freaking, like, help desk guides on how to cheat. That didn't exist. What am I eating for dinner, chat room? And yet, 14-year-old me was like, boom, I got this. You just unlocked the memory. You did the same with your PS2 and I left it on for weeks, or just restart the game and speedrun as much as you could? Yeah. Yeah. I felt kind of bad. I didn't get a... Not that I'm complaining, very clearly I had, you know, as a 14-year-old, I had my own PC. I also had a PlayStation 1 and an Xbox. I got an Xbox 360. I am not complaining at all, right? I got a lot of gaming consoles growing up. But I am really sad that I never got a N64. Not, like, it's weird because, like, Nintendo feels like... How you say it? Well, I can take these powdered snow and finish off the thingy in the nether. Like, Nintendo games have a lot more of a nostalgic value to people. Like, there are people who I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. Not all the way through. Like, I've played Ocarina of Time for 5 minutes. I've played, what is the most recent one? Breath of the Wild for 5 minutes. Like, I just don't... I missed it. And, like, I kind of wish I would have had an N64 as a kid to try those things. I definitely wish I had can't talk. I definitely wish that I had an N64 instead of a PlayStation 1 as a kid. That's for sure. Oh, that's all I had. No. Because I just think that there were way more, like, quintessential games that everybody... Oh, God, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 6 off. But yeah, there's just like a lot of Nintendo games that like I feel like I missed. Oh, there was an era where it was like Pokemon too. Get back up there before it stops weathering. I remember playing... I had Pokemon Blue, and then Yellow, and then Silver, and then Crystal. And that was my Pokemon journey. And I remember just Crystal being the coolest thing ever. Hell, actually, now that I think about it, I also had a Game Shark, and I definitely cheated at Pokemon as well, but, like, not in the same way. Do I still need this light pillar here? I also miss things like Grand Theft Auto. I don't know, the game just... I didn't get it, but I did play it like at friend's house, and like I just don't. I don't understand it. You had blue, then yellow, then gold? Remember blue clearly, but gold is a bit blurry? Yeah. I mean, yeah, at this point, I remember blue pretty clearly, but I think that's augmented because I play Fire Red so frequently. And, like, so all of the memories that I had surrounding blue were... How do I don't know what's a real memory of blue or just something that is... How would you describe this? A real memory of blue versus a Fire Red allowed me to fill in the gaps and make something in my brain that feels real. That makes sense. So, like, I remember loving Crystal. I honestly don't remember a damn thing about Silver Gold Crystal. And, like, I really want to go through and beat Ruby? What is it? Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald? So, I don't know. If anybody... I still have my Game Boy Advance SP. If anybody has their copy of Emerald... Hit your boy up. But yeah, I think that like Gen 3 Pokemon has like my favorite systems. Again, Fire Red, I just love Fire Red so much. And I'm like halfway through Ruby, but I keep feeling bad in Ruby because I'm just playing by myself. And I just want to, if I'm going to play by myself, then I just want it to be I needed 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want it to be Emerald then, if I'm gonna play by myself, you know? I remember in Yellow, I had that Game Shark, and I hacked in my Surfing Pikachu. I remember getting Surf Pikachu, and the mini game that then unlocked in Yellow, the Surfing Pikachu mini game. And I remember having fun with that, but I also remember being heartbroken that I had betrayed my Pikachu and it would no longer follow me around because I had hacked it in. And like I remember that made me feel like legitimately bad. To the point that I ended up restarting that game and never hacked in another Surfing Pikachu. Kid's logic. I would have been really sad about that too. I mean, yeah. Ooh, it's looking good. Okay, no wither skeletons. And is that it? I think the farm is now officially done. Oh yeah, look at how good that looks with a... Hang on. Excuse me, Mr. Enderman. This is quite awkward. He had nowhere to teleport to. Yeah, look at how good that looks. Let me try to get over here. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's cool. We get such a like a bird's eye view of the spawning. Oh my god, look at it go! And then they fall down, land with 1 health, and then the wolves kill them. Yeah, look at that. That is just so cool, I think. And maybe the ring around the outer edge is overkill. That's very possible. The ring around the center definitely, I mean, it's required. But the ring around the outer edge is might not be. Holy cow, that is just the coolest freaking thing, though. Oh, I don't think it likes this spot from me as much. Did I move too close now? Okay, I'll go back up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it seems to like this upper spot more. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Check it out. Check it out. This is my pride and joy. This is one of my favorite things I've ever made. Hell of wither skulls. That's level 614. Ah, fake news. Your nether bridge looks really good. Oh, well, thank you. You can obviously build. Yeah, it's all right. It had some design ideas that went into it. Like, it had to be open air so that way I could fly, right? Elytra Travel's just too good. It also had to be 100% mob proof. So that's why everything's like slabs and whatnot. And it had to be reasonably ghast blast resistant. So I think the only thing that here, like, if a ghast directly shot something, it could destroy the slabs, but it would only destroy one, and it could also destroy the lantern. So at most I ever have to replace is like 2 blocks. But the underside's pretty ugly. Lamau. It's just stone brick. I think that the castle looks alright too. But only from very specific angles. Like this doesn't look too bad, I think. I like how there's like this patched spot, like a ghast blast damaged the castle and had to be quickly repaired. Every time I see your castle, you remember that time you let you fly around your nether and it gave you an anxiety attack? Oh yeah, terrifying. Terrifying. This is very close to being done, though. Well, not done, clearly. I mean, it needs to be propagated with villagers, and there's all sorts of stuff still left to do. However... I'm just gonna take this out. Okay, I need to put... This shulker box can go there, whatever. That's the powdered snow shulker. I need more stone brick slabs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so that means that there's going to be a smush in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And remember, have a stroke. Remember that the jack-o'-lanterns represent the workstations. They're not part of the final whatever. There's a lot of placeholders in this. How many is this? Oh, it's 14. I just counted that because of 7 and 7. Okay, so there's 14. And so that means this should be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And there's our 3-er. Yep. That was a horrible throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's gonna bother the shit out of me. Even though it's a placeholder block, it was still gonna just bother the ever-loving crap out of me. I couldn't. I'm gonna run out of stone brick. Actually, this is nothing. This is hidden. I could have just taken the stone brick, whatever. Oh, not that one, though. Is that visible? No. Okay, so this is like the rough... This is the bulk area that we would be able to have. This is the maximum number of villagers that we would be able to have. That's the correct way of saying this. We could have all of this just filled with villagers. We should probably not. We don't need this many. But we could. But we could. Hang on, I want to do a thing. I'm going to put a jack-o'-lantern behind... Oh, I can't put a jack-o'-lantern behind the anvil. Because, there's got to be a hopper right there. Whatever, we'll put a jack-o'-lantern right here. So it shines through. And this one will need to be redesigned to allow for a button and then a... line out. However, I think this is like a first pass. And again, remember that there's going to be this won't exist. There will be a redstone dust there in order to control these. And then yeah, and then we'll have to do something to hide the redstone dust there. It could be trapdoors, it could be, I don't know, it could be something, right? We might do, like, pillars, I don't know, bands, strips, lighting, who knows, right? But this is the first pass of the villager trading hall. This will be emeralds, iron, pumpkins, carrots, potatoes, emeralds again. And so these, like this section here and this section here, should be buy. Like, these are the villagers we're buying from. Which means that it's going to be like the librarians and the masons and the clerics, right? Because this is emeralds. I grab my emeralds, I buy. I'm like Kramer on that one show, right? I grab my emeralds, I buy. Grab my emeralds, buy. And now on the reverse side, this would be like, I grab my iron, and I sell. I grab my pumpkins, my carrots, and my potatoes, and I sell. Right? So first pass. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think this is going to be where we call it a stream, though. I feel like we've gotten just schmoving, right? We're making progress. We also finished off the Wither Skeleton farm. At least the powdered snow. We got more powdered snow, so we could also finish off the Froglight farm. Maybe we integrate Froglights into this. I don't know. We're gonna need lighting, and it sure as shit isn't gonna be jack-o'-lanterns. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Violin, I know it's got to be like 3 a.m. for you, so this is good because you've got to go to bed anyway. Anyway. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Shout out DFox Gaming for the raid earlier. Shout out Violin for coming back after the raid yesterday. That's great. Thank you. I wish I could return the favor. It's just time zones. They're tough, you know. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. It was nice reminiscing about degenerate youth spent eating Doritos and drinking Mountain Dew in our parents' basements. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll be back same time, same place tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, rather. Yeah. Okay, you guys are great. You guys are great. I love you. I'll see you later. Oh, well, I appreciate you. You guys should stop by. At the very least that I could do is, hey, Violin raided us yesterday. It's time zones. It's probably not going to be able to raid them back. But hey, stop by their channel and check out their VODs and see if that's a thing you would be interested in. Anyway, I'm going to go get dinner and call it a night. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Have a good sleep. Goodbye.